it's Jessica, and today I'm bringing you my makeup collection and storage, and I'm very excited. It's been quite a while since I've done one of these. I did just finish decluttering, so if you're interested in my declutter series of me getting rid of a lot of my makeup, just because it was time, and I still have a lot, definitely check that out. I'll link the entire playlist below, but without further ado, let's get into the makeup collection. So this is my current setup right now. I've got 2 of the Alex 5 drawers there, and then I've got 1 of the 9 drawers back there, and then a tabletop, and then I've got 2 different acrylic things, which I'll talk about as we zoom in closer about where I got them, but definitely check below for links. So let's start on this half. First, I've got a lamp that I got from my mom from Walmart a while back. I've got my JBL Flip 2, which is just a speaker. It comes with like a little travel case, and it's so powerful, and it was kind of expensive, but it was worth it because I travel with it all the time. It's fantastic. Then here I've got my Muji 5 drawer, which honestly, you guys, I don't think it's worth the money. Like, I know that they're not that expensive, but they're kind of pricey for what it is, and yes, they're well made. But unless you're buying it just for lip products, you can't really do much else with it because they're so thin. They do sell thicker ones, which I would recommend instead of this, but I'll show you another thing that I've got that's a little thicker that is cheaper and I like it more. So in this, I've got my 5 Too Faced La Creme lipsticks. I got most of these for $8 on HauteLook. I get most of my high-end products on HauteLook because it's just so much cheaper. I've got a few YSL products. This is what I'm wearing today, the number 29, which I really like. I've got one of the NARS Audacious lipsticks, and it's in the shade Anita, and it's such a pretty nude pink color. Everyone loves Anna, but I like Anita even better. Then I've got 5 MAC lipsticks back here. I've got 2 of the IT Cosmetics ones that they sent me. Bare Minerals. I've got 3. I love these. These are the Maybelline Matte Collection. I love them so much. I've got 3 of those back here. I've got 2 Illamasqua ones, which I think these, honestly, you guys, are terrible. They're really dry and ugh. And then I've got 2 of my Sonia Kashuk ones, which these are so amazing. So in this first drawer here, I've got a bunch of things I got from the Dollar Tree. And if you aren't like a subscriber of my channel, I do a lot of Dollar Tree makeup hauls. And you can find amazing things there. I found all of these NYC Liquid Lip Shines, which these are absolutely gorgeous and they smell amazing. And I also found all of these L'Oreal lip glosses. And this one in Pucker Up Pink is one of my absolute favorites. So $9 that I spent and I got 9 different lip products. It's so amazing. And then I've also got these Rimmel Show Off. I've got 2 of the velvet ones, which are like their matte ones, and then 2 of the regular ones. In here I've got a couple of my lip balm tints, and then I've got all of my lip liners. And I've got some from MAC, I've got a couple IT Cosmetics ones, Starlooks, and then a bunch of random brands like NYX, and one of my favorites is this Rimmel Exaggerate and East End Snob. The formula is amazing, but the color is what kills me. It is so perfectly pink. I think I'm gonna wear this on my wedding day. And then also if you're looking for like a nice brown nude, this Milani Spice lip liner is fantastic. This is kind of a random smattering of lipsticks. I've got my Rimmel Airy Fairy, which is amazing. Revlon. One of my favorites is Pink in the Afternoon, which is this really pretty, just pink color. I don't even know. It's like classic pink to me. I've got my Wet n Wild ones, some e.l.f., Starlooks, and then just some random brands that I've received in subscription box services. So in this drawer, I've got my Jordana Modern Mattes, some NYX, some CoverGirl. This is another favorite. I never talk about it on my channel. It's in Delicious, number 340, and it's a really pretty, like, purplish pink color. I love that. And then I recently did a whole declutter series, and I got rid of all of my Milani lipsticks like in the regular formula because I couldn't stand the smell, but I love the matte formula and they don't have that same smell. So this is in Matte Blissful. I also got rid of all my lip butters and color whispers except for this one, which is Lust for Blush, which is literally the prettiest anything, lipstick, whatever you want to call it, I own. It is my favorite by far. And then I've got like a Besame one, Tarina Tarantino, etc. In this drawer, I've just got all of my like pencil type lip products. So I've got my Rimmel Color Rush, which a review is coming on those. Tarte, e.l.f., some of the ColourPop Lippy Sticks, some of the Wet n Wild by Fergie matte ones. I hated those. I reviewed those as well and I hated them. So I'm going to show you the other half, but then I'm going to move some things because I know it's hard to see with that light. But I've got my brushes right here in a cup, my mirror that's, you know, one of the flip on off type things. I've got a lamp from IKEA there. I've got my books I'm reading, which I'll show you up close because a lot of you guys have asked. And then I've got this 3-drawer system I got from Haute Look, which has thicker drawers, and I love it so much. They're all separate pieces as well, which I think is great, but you can just fit more in them because they are deeper. And then of course I've got my Twisted Peppermint. It is one of my favorite smells. So to show you the brushes I'm currently using right now, and you'll see where the rest of my brushes are, but I've got a lot of IT Cosmetics. They just sent them to me, so I'm trying them out still. I've got some e.l.f. ones. This is the contouring brush. Just a random smattering. Like this is Sedona Lace, this is Sigma. I've got a lot of e.l.f. eye brushes as well. I do not discriminate when it comes to brushes. This is Diva Beauty. I love them. Real Techniques I also love. So that's what I'm using right now. So this is the top drawer. I keep all of my cream shadows in here. So I've got 5 of the MAC paint pots. I've got Rubenesque, Bare Study, Painterly, Let's Skate, Vintage Selection. Got a few Mary Kay, some color tattoos from the Rebel Bloom line I reviewed. This is my favorite, Hibiscus Heartbreak. It's this really pretty like pink. Then I've got some e.l.f. smudge pots, and I keep my ColourPop shadows in here as well just because they are more cream based, so I find that I'm using them more often when they're with these cream shadows. This second drawer is where I keep all my BB creams, tinted moisturizers, CC cream type products. So I've got a lot of drugstore, NYC, Rimmel, e.l.f. I actually did a comparison of those two if you're interested. I really like both of them, but I think I like the NYC one the best. Dr. Jart, Pacifica, some IT Cosmetics one. They now have an illuminating one, which it's too dark, so I might have to mix them. Got the Jouer Luminizing Moisture Tint and the Tarte Beyond BB Foundation. Actually, it's technically a foundation, but I just got it. I just put it there. Down here, I've got my foundations. So you'll see mostly drugstore. I only have 2 high-end, which is the Estee Lauder and the Tarte. I don't really like the Tarte one. The Estee Lauder one is fine, but if you've got dry skin, I don't think it's great for dry skin. But I've got the Glamouflage Hard Candy new one, CoverGirl, Revlon, Rimmel, which is my favorite. I actually have it in this pump container here. I love it. I'm probably gonna wear it on my wedding. It's what I'm wearing today, if you're curious. Maybelline, L'Oreal, etc. So that's all I've got by way of foundation. A lot of you guys have asked what I'm currently reading right now. I've got a few guidebooks for Paris because we are going to Paris for our honeymoon. I'm reading Water for Elephants. I'm also reading The Happiness Project. And The Sweet Life in Paris, Tyler checked out from the library for me because he's read it and he liked it. So I'm excited to read that before going. And this one is another library book. We're nerds. We totally go to the library all the time. And then this is my Erin Condren planner that I used constantly. I'm planning my wedding, so I have a wedding one as well, but I love this thing. So in this top left drawer, it's kind of a boring drawer to start with, but these are all my dirty brushes. So this is where I keep them when I know that I have used them enough that I've been spot cleaning them, but it's time for a deep wash. And it's kind of a nice gauge for me because if it gets crazy full, I know that, okay, it's time to wash your brushes, Jess. But a lot of these are my favorites. I love this e.l.f. Ultimate Kabuki brush for bronzing up my entire face. Love this Real Techniques one. I've got all kinds. So, and of course my beauty blender needs to be cleaned as well. Then I've got the dry shampoo I'm currently using, which is Batiste. I've pretty much tried all the different flavors. Cherry's good, but it's not my favorite, but I'm using it right now. This I got, I don't remember where. It was like $2, I think at Target. And I love it for holding my different hair things because it's just easy to kind of wrangle them because I notice that I end up, without a proper place, I end up with bobby pins and things everywhere. And if you are wondering about this, yes, it is men's deodorant. It's Old Spice Wolfthorn. It is amazing. Don't knock it till you've tried it. It smells so, so good. Oh my gosh, and it works better than anything I've ever tried. Then this is the Ava NYC Maintainer Leave-In Cream that I've been using. Contacts, I've got some eyelashes here that I bought from Haute Look for really cheap and the Duo Glue, but you guys know me. I used to, when I did theater all the time and show choir as well back in the day, I used to wear lashes all the time and I'm just honestly tired of it. So I haven't worn them in years, but with my wedding coming up and I'm doing my own makeup, I figured I would buy a few pair and maybe try them out. So we will see. And then I just keep whatever hairspray I'm using. Right now I'm using this Organics Argan Oil one, which is okay. It's all right. So this is my palette drawer. Every single palette I own fits in here. So starting over here, this is, oh, I love this one. This is the Hard Candy Natural Eyes. And I got this and realized after I'd bought it, it was only like $8, that it's totally a dupe for the Too Faced one. And so I have a whole dupe video for those. $8 versus $36. It's like unbelievable. But these, I think these shadows are amazing. Oh my gosh, I love it. I got a Starlooks palette there. 2 of my Shady Lady from the Balm palettes. These are great because they're thin, but they're easy to travel with, but they have 9 really big shadows. I think these are amazing and no one talks about them. Love them. So then I've got 2 of my Too Faced ones. I've got the Natural Eyes, but I also have A La Mode, which, oh, it's so pretty. I don't use this one as often, but I do like it. Got my Wet n Wild Comfort Zone. I decluttered a lot of my Wet n Wild palettes as well back in the day. A Bare Minerals, a Coastal Scents one. Got like a Stila one I got on HauteLook for really cheap. This is the Marc Jacobs Lolita palette, and it's so beautiful, but honestly, you guys, it's not worth the money. They're nice, but like this shadow gets glitter everywhere. So that's already 1 out of the 7 that you can't really wear. I just don't think it's worth the money. I love it and I'll use it, but I think you can get just as good shadows spending way less. So over here is like the bulk of my palettes. So this is the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty, which in that haul where I showed everything that IT Cosmetics sent me, I completely forgot, because this was in my everyday makeup drawer, completely forgot that they had sent this to me, so I didn't show it, but it is nice. One of my favorites, the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, just has gorgeous, I love this Champagne Truffle shade. I've got my Lorac Pro palette. I hate how dirty these get. It drives me crazy. If you notice, I keep my makeup very clean for the most part, so it makes me crazy. I have my Naked 1 and Naked 2. Naked 2 is my favorite out of the 2 because it's got more cooler tones. I just think it's beautiful. And then 2 new additions. I've got the 2 L'Oreal palettes. Now, L'Oreal, the second palette, I don't like as much, but this first one, I literally can't stop using it. I used it today for my eyeshadow look you saw at the beginning of the video. I love this palette so much, it's unbelievable. Again, I have a review and demo of me applying this look on my channel. And then I've got my MAC palette here with, honestly, most of these are e.l.f. shades. That's just the honest truth. Most of these are e.l.f. I have some MAC shadows. A few of these are MAC, but I have a lot of singles, which you'll see. So in this third drawer down, it's the first of the deeper ones, and I've got this container I got from Walmart for like $6. It's kind of warped because it's really cheap plastic, but it works really well for foundations or anything, but I'm using it for brushes in this one. So these are all clean brushes. So this is where I keep them once they've had their little bath. So I've got synthetic type brushes that are meant to be used with like cream or liquid products here. Here I've got powder face brushes. And then over here I've got all of my eye or detail brushes. So, and then I've got like my beauty blender and things like that. So that's kind of how I organize them. I have a few other like brush things there. And then back in the back, I've just got some wipes, Pacifica Scent, my Ipsy bags that I haven't repurposed yet, and then just some clean washcloths to use to kind of protect my vanity up here when I'm getting. So this is kind of my planner drawer. So you'll see I've got a lot of like washi tape and just decorative tape here. Cute things that you guys have sent me, like these little page flags. I've got an Erin Condren bag filled with different markers, highlighters, pencils, pens, things like that. I like that they're all wrangled in a bag. Then I've got some of my like little holders for my planner, stickers, what else? Another really cool thing of paper tape you guys sent. Some masking tape. This actually says my future name, Jessica Braun, but I had it made because I knew I wanted to use it in the future. And so I was like, well, in a few months, I won't have the name Murphy anymore, so I didn't want to have it made. So I've got it, and right now it's holding my wedding planner in it. But I know I probably shouldn't use it. It's probably like bad luck, but it's just, come on. I'm too excited. Anyway, so I've just got all kinds of different things back here. Lots of stickers you guys have sent. Some envelopes. I love these. The subscriber made, Tyler and me, because we are total Disney nerds. They made these little stickers. I love them. Anyway, just all kinds of different things back there that I go to anytime I'm looking for stickers for decorations or mailing things, whatever. This is a really boring drawer. This is my nail care drawer, but you'll see my polishes in a bit, but they're not in here, obviously. So I've got, this is actually just a lid to a Starbucks. I'm holding my hand sanitizers. I'm also a teacher, and so these come in handy. I fly through hand sanitizer. It's crazy. I keep one in my car, one on my teacher desk, one here, in my purse, like just everywhere. So these are great. They come in handy. I also really like the Target ones. Crisp apple smells amazing. And then I've just got my nail polish remover and some of the Precision Q-tips, which are awesome for cleaning up on the sides of your nails. Then I've got all these Revlon base coats that a subscriber sent me because they're being discontinued and they're my favorite. Then I've just got like samples of things and these Essie nail wrap stickers that I found at the Dollar Tree. What else? Oh, over here I've just got all my different hand creams. So like some Figs and Rouge, some Vanilla Bean Noel, some cuticle oil. This is a foot salve from J.R. Watkins, which just feels amazing I'm a runner, and I use this after we've run a really long distance run. I love putting this on my feet. It feels so amazing for tired feet. Cuticle remover things, some tools. This is my favorite nail file. It's an OPI crystal one, and it like stopped my nails from peeling finally. So I was very thankful for that. Dotting tools, just all kinds of stuff in here. If you've been watching my channel for a while, this will look familiar to you because this is my everyday makeup drawer. And it's basically a series I do where every month I show what I have in this drawer because I switch out like things I'm trying out or maybe rediscovered things from my collection I put in here. And it's just kind of where I reach every morning to get ready. So it's got a lot of my favorites, but it also has a lot of new things I'm trying out as well. So start with the boring stuff. I've got some wipes and some alcohol to spot clean my brushes as I go. Just some lip balms I'm trying to use up. This Soft Lips one, this Riva one is amazing. I found at the Dollar Tree. A rose salve. And then I've got just all kinds of things. My Essence Gel Liner in Midnight in Paris I love. My Everyday Minerals Multitasking Concealer I buy all my Everyday Minerals things from Vitacost.com, and I love them. I'm wearing this today under my eyes, and I'm also wearing the Everyday Minerals blush on my cheeks today. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Redness. I'm trying out some more. One of my favorite blushes, the Hard Candy Ombre Blush in Punch, is amazing. An IT Cosmetics Trio I'm trying. I just got this Becca thing in the mail. It was on HauteLook too, by the way. This was crazy cheap on HauteLook. I could not believe it. So I'm trying that foundation out. It's the Radiant Skin Satin Finish Foundation. Got a lot of eyeliners, like an NYC one, the new e.l.f. Lock-On Gel Liners, this e.l.f. Brow Pencil I just got. They just sent me, and I am wearing it on my eyes today, and it is amazing. Just all kinds of things. I have one of my ColourPop shadows I love in I Heart This, haha. Then I've got some mascaras, like this Lash Discovery one is amazing for your lower lash line, and I'm comparing it to this IT Cosmetics Tight Line one, so I'm trying to see if they're pretty similar or not. This I just got, it's the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick in Patina that everyone talks about, and just some other lip glosses, a Too Faced one. I got this Milani Shadow Stick from the Dollar Tree as well, so that's what's in here right now. So this is one of my favorite drawers. This is my blush and highlight drawer. So if you notice, I really, other than like these ColourPop ones, I don't own a lot of any one brand because obviously this is a job of mine, this YouTube. It's one of my jobs, and I want to try everything that's out there. So when I'm decluttering, I don't want to keep things just for the sake of having a big collection of one brand. I want to try tons of different things out there. So you'll notice I have like one of each thing. So I've got like Tarina Tarantino, a bunch of drugstore. I've got like CoverGirl, e.l.f. This is the Everyday Minerals blush I'm wearing right now. It's in the shade Primrose. It's like a loose powder blush, and I've never been into these, but this is so beautiful, and it stays on all day, and it's better for your skin too. Milani, Wet n Wild by Fergie, some of the balm blushes, Down Boy and Hot Mama. Some, what is this, Model Co. I got from like a subscription box. Two of the MAC ones, I've got Dame and Full of Joy, and Full of Joy is one of my absolute favorites. I used to have a lot of Tarte ones, but I got rid of all but this one, and it's in Exposed, which is gorgeous for every day. L'Oreal, IT Cosmetics, this is one of their ombre ones. I don't like this as much as I like the Hard Candy one, and Hard Candy is way cheaper. A Kevyn Aucoin one I got from HauteLook. And then this is kind of my thing. By the way, all these containers, I know you guys are gonna ask, they're all from either the Dollar Tree or Container Store. These are from the Dollar Tree, and then the thicker ones are from Container Store, but anytime I find these at the Dollar Tree, I buy all that they have because they never have many, and they're just as good. They're just not as thick, but they're still really sturdy. So this is my cream blush area. So I've got all these ColourPop ones. This is Trickery, which has a beautiful light peach. This is Prenup, which I love. Then I've got some Stila convertible colors, which are okay. I love this NYX cream blush in Boho Chic. And I've got some of these Tarte cheek stains in Fearless and Blushing Bride and a Master Glazed one. And then I just keep my Benefit box blushes here just because they didn't fit here, and they stay put even when they're on their own. So Sugar Bomb is beautiful for pale skinned gals like myself. I think on anyone else it just kind of looks frosty, more like a highlight. And then Coralista. Then I've got this e.l.f. blush palette in light, which is pretty cool. I don't reach for it that often, to be honest, but it is really great blushes. And then I have this, speaking of Tarte, I got rid of all but this and, whoops, this, which the little thing is coming out. A subscriber sent me this, and it's just these 5 gorgeous Tarte blushes. I love this, and the packaging is so cute. Then my highlights, I've got liquid highlights here, so I've got like High Beam, Stila, Josie Maran. Out of all of these, the High Beam works best for, I think, fair skin. This is actually the Becca one in Opal. It was a packet to try it, and I just put it in like this travel one from Target in the lid. Then I've got 2 of the MAC MSFs. I've got this Physicians Formula one, which is, I don't even know what it's called. I got it from the Dollar Tree. It's terrible. I'm probably going to be decluttering that soon. Then one of my favorites, the Hard Candy Tiki one. Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. I wear it all the time. In fact, I'm wearing it today. Then the Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana, which I have loved enough to actually hit pan on a highlighter, which never happens. I love this. Then I've got this. This is more of like an all-over body shimmer, which I think I'll wear on my wedding day as well, from Star Looks, which I love. And then my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette, which is beautiful, but I don't think you have to spend the money. I do think there are some amazing drugstore options. Like this is more of like the shiny bronzery one, and then this is more like that one here on the left. So there's a lot of drugstore options out there. You don't have to buy this. So this is my bronzer and face powder drawer. So I've got bronzers and contours on this side and then powders over here. So on this far side, I've got my Aesthetica contour kit, which I did a dupe video with this and the Anastasia one. This is totally a dupe for it, and I love this shade right here for contouring. Then I've got 4 of my e.l.f. contouring blush and bronzers. These are all amazing. They now have a cream version though, and you guys, this is like the only cream bronzer I've ever used that actually stays on all day, like 15 hours all day. It is unbelievable. And these are like $3. Got another e.l.f. bronzer type thing, my Hoola bronzer, 2 of my favorite contouring products, the Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting Powder in Medium, another treat yourself kind of item, but it is amazing. And then the NYX one in Taupe, which is even deeper, but if you use it right with the light hand, it looks amazing. Actually, I'm wearing that today. And then I've got one of the only contour powders I've ever hit pan on. This is the Pixie, what is it called? Subtly Sun Touched bronzer, and it works for me because I'm so fair. If you were darker than me, this probably wouldn't work, but I love this. I will probably repurchase it when I'm done with it. Then I've got a MAC, what is this called? Taupe Shape. And then I've got a ColourPop blush, but it's more of a bronzy shade, so I put it here. This is in the shade Aphrodisiac. Then back here, I've got more bronzers. I've got my Wet n Wild Color Icon one in Ticket to Brazil, which is a much more bronzy shade than the other one. This is the IT Cosmetics, like ombre one. I'm not a huge fan of it. And then I do like this. This is the Trio, their Vitality Face Disc. But I've got a little bit of like hard pan going on with this. Like it's really weird, the bronzer. So, but I love these two. Then I've got some more like cream type contour and bronzing things. This is the Sculptor by Tarte, like a trial. I've got a Fit Me foundation stick in a darker shade. And then I've also got a Milani one that you can use for contouring if you wanted. Then I've also, this is the only foundation that's not with my foundations because it just is kind of awkward to store. It's the Revlon Color Stay Whipped, which you guys know I love. I wear 150 buff. And then my Palladio Rice Paper. And then here, and this is also from the Dollar Tree, these containers, by the way. These are all my loose powders. So I've got like an e.l.f. HD one. What else do I have? The IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores. And then 2 of my Everyday Minerals ones. I like, which one's the Finishing Dust I love to use to set my under eye as well. It's really nice and brightening. Then I've got my favorite translucent powder, the NYC Smooth Skin, and then an e.l.f. Mineral Foundation as well. Then here I've got a MAC MSF, Laura Geller one, which I think this breaks me out. I've got the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation, 2 of the Rimmel Stay Mattes, and then I've also got, they're just sitting, this is, by the way, these are stored in a lid. I need to get one more container for them. This is the Tone Correcting Powder by e.l.f., which you kind of swirl together and it's kind of brightening. It's nice. It's really cheap too. Okay, you guys, brace yourself for this one. This is my overflow drawer, and not overflow, that's not really the right word for it. This is just where I keep things that either companies have sent me and I just haven't used yet, like some of the e.l.f. ones that I might not even open because, like, you know, I've opened one of them that was more of a shade I would like, but like this, I know I wouldn't wear, so I might pass it on to a sister or use in a giveaway, things like that. So that's where these go, or they're just things that I haven't tried. Some of these are giveaway items for a giveaway coming up. Just all kinds of different things. I also have some things in here that I have bought. I mean, a lot of this stuff is stuff I've bought that I'm wanting to use soon, but I'm not out. Like this is a dry shampoo I bought on Hotlook when they had macadamia for cheap on there. And I'm still using the dry shampoo I showed you earlier, so this will be just kind of next in line. Or like some of my e.l.f. skincare that I've used, but I'm trying something else out and I'm gonna go back to it. So some of this isn't just brand new, it's just other stuff that I have. So that's what's going on in here. There's a lot. This is my candle drawer, and I just opened it and it wafted a lovely smell. So I've just got a bunch of candles I got from you guys. A lot of you guys sent me some Vanilla Bean Noel candles and things like that. I have some plugins, some extra plugins I got. I always go crazy when there's sales. Not crazy, but I like to, you know, well, save money. So that's when I'll buy and stock up on like a couple of new plug-in type things, because those things get worn out. Then here I've got tarts for my tart warmer, which is there because I'm not using it currently, but during the winter time I like to melt tarts, so I love those. I've got some ones from Walmart as well, the Better Homes and Gardens, which are amazing. I actually use them in my classroom as well. And then I've just got like small candles back here. Yeah, that's pretty much what's in here. So at the top of my 9 drawer up here, this is where I keep my nail polish, and this is just a 3-tiered thing. You can get these all over the place. I've seen them at TJ Maxx. I've also seen them online. I got mine at the Container Store. But I think it was marketed as like a spice rack. But this is nice for me because like I've mentioned, I declutter a lot and I don't like to hold on to nail polish for too long either, especially if I'm not using it. So I never have more nail polish than what will fit in here. And so if I buy one, I have to get rid of one. That way it's never too much. I mean, this is already too much. Anyway, so I've got some Butter London ones I got, Illamasqua, some China Glaze, like really fun colors for like summer for your toes. Some Orly, I love the Orly formula. Some of the Sally Hansen Extreme Wear. Essie back here, this is one that I love. I just got called Find Me an Oasis. The one I'm wearing right now on my nails is the Miracle Gel by Sally Hansen, and it's in Creme de la Creme, which I love any of these formulas of the Salon manicure. Got some of the Wet n Wild Mega Last as well. Just all kinds. Again, I don't discriminate. I've got a bunch from subscription boxes and just all kinds of things. So this one might be a little difficult to see, but it's higher up than everything else has been. So these are Container Store containers. I love these smaller ones. And then these are Dollar Tree ones. So this is kind of a random drawer. This is where I keep all of my pencil liners. So I've got like the NYX Wonder Pencil, just all kinds, some Stila, some Ofra, Rimmel Scandalize. I love that formula. Some of the Jordana 12-hour Made to Last ones, which are unbelievable and they're so cheap. Just all kinds. I like the Starlooks ones as well. Then this is where I keep all of my liquid liners and my gel liners, which I wear gel or cream liner every single day. But I've got like Physicians Formula, Starlooks, some of these ones I found at the Dollar Tree, which are the Milani ones. These like stain though, so I might be getting rid of these because they literally stained my hand. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want that stain on my eyes. Yeah, just all kinds of things like that. Oh, another one I'm trying out is this NYC liquid liner. Here I've got my like extra lip balmy type products. So like my favorite, this is my favorite night balm. I wear this day and night. It is unbelievable. You can find it at Bath & Body Works. Some Mary Kay things. My favorite lip balm, like for the daytime, I don't like as much as the night one, but it's okay. And then like a lip scrub I got in a Mimi box, things like that. These are my mascaras. This one I got in an influencer box for free. I could not believe that. It's a full-size YSL, so I'm going to be trying that out soon. L'Oreal Voluminous, Essence I Heart Extreme, an M1 that I can't stand. I'm probably ready to throw that away. Then this is a Perversion one I haven't tried yet. Then these are all my eyebrow products. So like I've got some Anastasia ones. I've got an IT Cosmetics one, a NYX one, but it's not quite in my shade, but it's good. It really is good. An Ico brow gel, some more of the e.l.f. ones, but in different shades. Some Cella brow gel, and just all kinds of different things. So this drawer has my concealers and also some primers and eyeshadows. It's kind of a weird mix of things, but they fit really well together, so that's fine. So this container I got at, I think Walmart for like $2 or $3. I want to go back and get a few more because they're so great for holding like single eyeshadows and just small things. They'd be great for holding lip balms, I think, too. So I've got some single MAC shadows back here, but they're kind of mixed in with some NYX ones and some Be a Bombshell ones, but I love these MAC shadows, but I probably do need to depot them because I'm not using them as much when they're not in a palette, to be honest. Got a Kevyn Aucoin one in Stone that I got on Haute Look, and it's the perfect crease color for me, just for an everyday really light mixing color. Then I've just got oh my gosh, so many random ones. A Milani one, Stila Kitten, an old Urban Decay one, but it's in Half Baked, which is one of my favorite shades. So when I travel, so that I don't have to bring a whole naked palette to bring Half Baked, I can just bring this one. So I love that. Just all kinds. I've got some of my Infallible shadows here. This glitter from Wet n Wild is amazing, a subscriber sent me. Then up here I've got some of my potted concealers. So I've got like Eve Pearl, which is such a nice treatment concealer. It just feels nice. And if you want to see the inside, it's just like a cream. And I don't usually go for ones in pots, but I love this stuff. Mary from A Love Tart is the one that got me hooked on this. She loves it, and I love her. This is the Erase Paste from Benefit. I've got some like powdery ones here, like the e.l.f. one, Bare Minerals, etc. Then these are all my other concealers. So I've got a really solid mix of high-end and drugstore, because you can find some amazing drugstore concealers. So I've got like Maybelline Dream Lumi, NYX HD, which in my opinion, I just did a dupe video with that and the NARS one. I think the NYX one is just as good. And you can see in that video, I'm wearing one on one eye and one on the other. And in my opinion, you can't tell the difference. I love this stuff. Some Maybelline, the Glamouflage Rimmel, IT Cosmetics, this Tarte one. I don't think I like this one either. It's too thick. MAC Pro Longwear, Wet n Wild, Coverall. This is a Becca one that is terrible. I couldn't believe how bad this is. And then this is the e.l.f. like concealer palette. And actually, to be honest with you guys know I love e.l.f., but I'll also tell you when they're terrible. I thought this would be terrible. It was unbelievably creamy. I'll show you. It is so creamy, and it doesn't really move throughout the day. I was so surprised. Back here, I've got some primers. So I've got like two of the Too Faced ones, which Lemon Drop is a little bit more yellow based. I don't notice that it really corrects like the color that much. But I've also got some like cream shadow type primers, like these Bare Minerals ones. This Revlon one, which I love. Some Wet n Wild, e.l.f., some glitters back here from Starlooks, etc. Then these are all of my like quads, duos, and trios. I only have a few because I really did get rid of a lot. So I've got this Becca one that I love. I've got a Tarina Tarantino duo. This Pixie one, oh my gosh, this is the most beautiful. It's in shades of taupe, and when I first got this recently, I literally wore it every day for like a month. It is so beautiful for just a natural look. Then I've got this Maybelline Mocha Motion quad, and it is an amazing drugstore quad. Oh my gosh. And then I've got a few extras here that I got from the Dollar Tree, LA Colors, and this was a Physicians Formula one. This is just where I kind of keep my skincare in a way. So I've got my setting sprays over here, Urban Decay, L'Oreal, a little MAC Fix Plus, and the NYX Matte Finish. And then I've got primers here. So I've got e.l.f., Maybelline, Wet n Wild, and the IT Cosmetics one. This is one I buy from Paula's Choice. It's kind of a tinted moisturizer, but it works as a primer as well. It has SPF of 30, and it doesn't make you oily. It is so nice. Oh my gosh, I love it. And then I've got some of my skincare I'm using right now. So I'm using the e.l.f. Nourishing Night Cream. I've got the CeraVe PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. Oh my gosh, this Andalou Naturals serum is amazing. These I buy from Vitacost. And the Andalou Naturals Luminous Eye Serum. These are two of my favorites. They transformed my skin, and they are so cheap on that site. And then just some random other things. So this drawer is my lip gloss drawer. So aside from the ones that were in my Muji drawer, this is the rest of them. So I'm just using some of these Dollar Tree containers, and then one of those small ones I got from Walmart as well. So I don't really have them organized in any fashion. I used to do it by like color, but honestly, I don't have that many where, I mean, I can see everything. So I kind of have an idea of what I want. So I just like being able to see it all. I'm not as concerned with anything else, to be honest. So I've got just random brands, some Estee Lauder, some Too Faced, Illamasqua. I've got some Tarina Tarantino, some Echo Bella, like natural lip glosses. Some of the Milani ones, these are really nice. Kaylin, Stila, some of my NYX Butter Glosses. These are like where all my small things go. So I've got like some small buxom ones I got. Jouer, all kinds of things. This is a Starlux one in the shade Guilty Pleasure, and it is the most beautiful lip gloss I've ever worn, and I keep wanting to buy it in the full size on their site, but it's like always sold out. No surprise. It is absolutely beautiful. These are actually my favorite lip glosses right now. So I've got my Buxom White Russian, got my Bella Pierre Vanilla Pink, NYX Beige, this Flower Beauty one, and then the NARS Turkish Delight. I love all of those. And then back there I just have some like squeezy tube ones, some lip paints, and this melted one that I love. The fifth drawer down actually just has all of my thank you cards, like blank ones that I write, and then a bunch of letters that you guys have written me that I need to respond to. So that's kind of where I keep all of those. I like having them so I can see them all. I just love that. And Target dollar section has the best thank you cards ever. You guys are gonna laugh at me. So this is where I keep all of my teas that I buy. I've got a lot of the Yogi tea, my Tazo Zen tea that I love, and the Organic 99. Honestly, we ran out of room in the kitchen, so this is where they are now because I just bought tons at a time because I love tea and I'd rather just pay for the shipping once because it's way cheaper online. But I also keep my empties here. I need to find a better home, but I've got like a candle and some other things I've used up that I'm kind of saving up for an empties video. It's ridiculous, I know, but that's what's in that drawer. This drawer just has some hair products that I'm using right now. So I've got like a texturizing spray. This is when I wear my hair naturally curly. Just all kinds of things like that. I've got some brushes back there, a Tangle teaser type thing. And then rubbing alcohol I use to spot clean my brushes as well. Kind of a boring drawer. This mess of a drawer is all of my heat tools. Oh my gosh, I know. It doesn't look organized because it's not, but I do have like the two things I use on top so that way at least that's easy to grab. But honestly, you guys, I don't know of a better way to store these. So that's just what's going on right now. I need to research and maybe figure out a better way, but for now, you know, it is what it is. This drawer just has like kind of boring stuff like, well, this is the box that Tyler used to propose to me in that had this ring in it. Oops. So that is special. But I've got just cords to charge like my speakers, my iPad, my laptop, etc. in there. Then I've got like sunglasses and glasses case. And then this, one of my students gave me, it came with a Mickey mug, and this is a mug warmer, and it's Mickey and it glows. So I keep it here because when I'm taking my time getting ready, I'll plug this in and keep my coffee warm on it. I think that is the coolest thing ever. So, oh, and then this is just something that you can use to, like, I use it while I'm getting ready. I'll put my iPad in here and it'll hold it up if you don't have like a case on it that holds it up itself. Or you can use it for cookbooks and things like that. So I love that thing. So hopefully you enjoyed taking a peek into how I organize everything. Sometimes I go bonkers because I will watch another person's collection and I'm like, oh my gosh, they have never gotten rid of anything ever. And I think, wow, like it is such an amazing feeling to declutter, and I still have way too much makeup, but I also know that for me, this is one of my jobs. So if I don't declutter at least once, maybe twice a year, then I know that my collection will totally get out of hand. It'll be overwhelming, more than it already is, and it's just not healthy, you know what I mean? And on top of that, makeup does go bad, so there's only so long I can keep everything. But that's just kind of me and the way that I operate. I have to declutter for my own sanity, but I know some people, you know, they don't feel overwhelmed by a lot, and more power to you because I can't do it. I can barely do this much, but hopefully this was enjoyable for you. If you're interested in any of my other videos, I'll link some of my popular playlists below. If you would, please subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye.